got some water, some pillows, some stuff for tomorrow. And then back there is the test mat bed that we're going to be sleeping on tonight. We also have some pillows and some blankets for the night. This is the 3D Max Spider trunk mat that I'm using. I might have to get rid of some of that stuff tonight later on. It should be good. We got some good frunk space. Good old Tesla frunk space for camping. I think we're ready to go. I'm very excited. Let's go. So my girlfriend and I recently planned this short little getaway trip for us to go on, and after much convincing from me, I finally convinced her to do a one-night car camping and one-night hotel trip to San Diego. Before this trip happened, I actually watched a lot of videos and read a lot about car camping and Teslas, and I was super eager and excited that I had finally got her to agree to do a spontaneous car camping night with me. I love nature, and being the hopeless romantic that I am, thought it would be really romantic for us to camp out next to an ocean or like a beach or somewhere out on a lake or something for a night and fall asleep listening to the waves of the ocean while looking at the stars through the glass Tesla roof and maybe sip on some wine, etc., etc. So I imagined this trip going really well. Well, this video is to tell you guys that it definitely didn't go as planned, and also it wasn't as wonderful as I had imagined it would be, and just some of the realities of Tesla camping, I guess. I actually really enjoyed the trip, and so did my girlfriend, and we are actually gonna go again sometime in the future. So firstly, let's start off with the pros. The Tesla Model 3 is surprisingly very spacious and very comfortable to sleep in. I'm about an average height and build, although I have put on a few more pounds than I would like to admit in recent years, and we are both able to fit in the car and sleep comfortably without much overlap. I have very broad shoulders, and I was even able to sleep on my side and turn if I needed to do so. You aren't forced to just sleep on your back, as I was also able to lay on my side without having my hips or my shoulder hit anything inside of the car and make it uncomfortable. Another thing I enjoyed about this trip is that Teslas are actually really good for car camping. I love the glass roof and being able to see through the glass while laying down in my comfortable little bed that my girlfriend and I had set up together. I could only imagine that this would be even more comfortable and more spacious if you were to camp in like a Model Y or even a Model X. It makes me kind of regret getting a Model 3 when I should have maybe gone for a Model Y since my girlfriend already has a Model 3. But that's not the point, and I still love my car. The next pro that I really enjoyed was the car camping mode. We were camping in San Diego, and it was probably about 60 degrees at night, so it was a very comfortable weather and temperature. I had supercharged my car up to 90% after the trip to San Diego, and from 90% in about 7 hours or so of car camping, the car had only burned maybe 4% of battery when we woke up. Obviously, the temperatures were very low, so there probably wasn't much battery needed to keep the cabin a low temperature for us to sleep, but 4% is nothing to what some of the articles I had read about in camping. It's going anywhere from 10 to 20% to keep the car cabin in a very comfortable temperature. Bear in mind though, some of these guys were out in the winter snow camping, and some people could be in really hot temperatures camping. It was really fun and exciting at the thought that I was basically hauling around our bed, and I would essentially be able to camp anywhere that I really like to. I guess it really fulfills the inner nomad inside of me. It was also a plus that when we woke up the next morning, we were already prepared to go and check in our hotel room to freshen up and go about our day the next day. It really saves you the time of packing your stuff and getting yourself prepared to go out the next day and getting into the car and driving to your next destination, when basically you already are in your car and all you have to do is just roll up your bed and put away some of the stuff and you're out and about your next day already. Obviously, we had to go to our hotel room and freshen up, but you get my point. One negative about car camping though is that it really isn't as easy as it was made out to be. It all looks like fun and games, but there really is a lot of setting up and planning to do. For example, setting up the bed, the pillows, the covers, the pillow covers and all that stuff. Not only that, but because we were so unprepared for the trip, which is mostly my fault because I hadn't done enough research on where to camp, we really had no idea where we were going to be sleeping that night. It didn't feel good not knowing where you'd be sleeping the night, and a grumpy girlfriend at about 1 a.m. isn't gonna help that much either. Another con was the restroom part. We weren't really camping in the forest, or we weren't camping anywhere that had any public restrooms, so we couldn't really use the restroom until the next morning. We ended up arriving in San Diego that night at about 12 a.m. and most of the CVS's for some reason were closed in the area, and we were driving around, so it was very difficult to find a restroom for us. It was also on like a weekend, so there was a lot of drunk people and a lot of bars and crazy people out and about, and my girlfriend didn't feel comfortable using some of the restrooms at gas stations, which I can't blame her for. Again, this kind of goes back into my lack of planning and preparation. So I guess the moral of the story is, if you guys are going to go car camping in your Tesla, please do some research on where you're planning to park and stay the night. I had figured that we just be able to park on some beach and just park at the beach parking all night and things would be okay. I wasn't too comfortable doing that as I had initially planned to, because the thought of maybe a police officer knocking on my window at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning wouldn't really be so great and romantic. All in all though, it was actually a really great trip. My girlfriend and I agreed that we would totally do this again, and she actually said it wasn't as bad as she thought it would be. We had actually brought some snacks and drinks for us to enjoy while we were doing our car camping trip, but we ended up being way too tired to actually watch something on the iPad or enjoy any of our snacks that we had brought. Also, it was about 2 a.m. and I was starting to panic a little bit about where exactly I would actually be able to get away with camping in my car for a night, when I actually had my girlfriend asleep already in the back of the car. As you can imagine, I was kind of in panic mode, so the trip really didn't go as romantic as I had planned. Most of that first night composed of me getting yelled at by my girlfriend about needing to use the restroom, and about me not preparing for this trip properly. And after she had fallen asleep in the back of the car while I was supercharging the car, it left me all alone in the middle of the night, panicking and kind of really trying to think of where to park the car in a safe spot so that we don't have homeless people knocking on our door, or also the police, or also whatever else scary stuff could happen in the middle of the night. So I was a little bit stressed that night, so definitely things had not gone to plan. However, next time, with a little bit more preparation and also maybe arriving in our destination a little bit earlier, this car camping trip will be a lot more different, and I will definitely keep you guys posted if we ever take another car camping trip on the channel, guys. So make sure you're subscribed and follow me on Instagram so you guys also can see what I'm doing throughout the day and throughout my life as well. Also, if you guys know any good car camping places in California, let me know as well, because I'm always down for that kind of stuff and being spontaneous. And if you guys let me know and can convince me, I will also try to convince my girlfriend to go for a second trip as well. I hope this video has been helpful in setting the expectations of what going into a car camping trip would look like, going in super unprepared and going in blind. We had a great time though, nonetheless. We had a great trip in San Diego, and I'd love to know if you guys have any camping experiences in your Teslas. I would love it if people shared some thoughts and advice about it, and it would make for a great future reference for my future journeys on the car. I'll drop a link down below in the description for some of the accessories that I use while car camping, so you guys can check them out if you'd like as well. The rest of the trip basically consisted of us getting some Starbucks the next morning to use the restroom, and also checking into our hotel, which we have not been to before on previous trips, which was very nice. And of course, we went to some nice restaurants that my girlfriend had previously looked up and did research on. I also got some footage of me parking next to a Rivian and a Mercedes EQS, and got some footage which I thought was pretty neat as well. Anyways guys, hopefully you found this video helpful, entertaining, educational, or if you just want to make fun of me, that's fine too. If you guys liked it, consider subscribing to my channel for more content like this, and follow me on my Tesla ownership experience. Also drop a like on the video so YouTube knows that it's good and it gets broadcasted to more people. I have my birthday coming up next week. I know I wanted to get to 1,000 subscribers by my birthday. It doesn't seem like it's gonna happen, But you know what? I've gotten really busy this whole past couple of weeks, almost like a month, and I've really slowed down on the videos. I plan on doing some more videos soon, and it's not gonna take 2 weeks for me to do another video. And that's it for the video, guys. I hope everybody has a great day. Everybody stay safe. This is David here signing off. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!